Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let us see one example of K-map to minimize one Boolean function, that is f of a comma b comma c is equal to sigma m 1 comma 3 comma 6 comma 7. So we need to minimize this particular Boolean expression with the help of K-map. So first we need to look at the number of variables. So the number of variables is 3. Sometimes they won't give this particular variables count. Simply they will mention f is equal to sigma m 1 comma 3 comma 6 comma 7. Then you look at the maximum min term value, that is 7. So 7, in order to represent 7 you need 3 bits. So in that way you can figure it out the count of variables. So that means you need 3 variable K-map. You can represent or you can draw K-map in two ways, like for 3 variable. For 3 variable you need to represent 2 power 3 total 8 cells in a matrix form. So that means either you can try with 2 cross 3 representation or 3 cross 2 representation. That means you can go with 2 rows and 3 columns, or you can go with 3 rows 2 columns. So any representation is valid. So we'll go with 2 cross 3. So 3 variable K-map is nothing but 2 cross 3. So that means 2 rows, 4 columns, and we need one variable to represent 2 rows. I am choosing A, and remaining BC I am choosing for the column representation. So A equal to 0 is for first row and A equal to 1 for second row. So you can write down the variable. If it is in 0 form, it is nothing but A bar. If it is in 1, it is normal form. And for BC, I am going with 0 0 0 1. In K-map, after 0 1 you will have 1 1, not 1 0. After 1 1 you need to write down 1 0. The reason is to figure out the adjacent minterms, to take one variable, to eliminate one variable from the 2 adjacent minterms, you need to represent like this. So that means if you look at 0 0 and 0 1, only one bit is changing. If you look at this 0 1 and 1 1, only one bit is changing. And if you look at 1 1 and 1 0, only one bit is changing. So that means if you take any two continuous cells, right, continuous cells, those are having only one bit change. So that is what your adjacent minterms. So whenever you are doing the Boolean expression minimization with the help of theorems, in fact you are trying to figure out the adjacent minterms, so that you are taking common, whichever is common between two minterms, and you are eliminating the other variable. Okay, we will see this particular example now. So now this particular cell is nothing but 0, because 0 0 0 is 0. Next cell number is 0 0 1. So that means this is the input combination of 1. And the next one is 3, because you have 0 and 1 1 represented by 3. Next 0 1 0, that is 2. Next 1 0 0 is 4. 1 0 1 is 5. 1 0 1 is 5. Then after 1 1 1, that means 7. And last one is 1 1 0, this is 6. So now you need to keep 1. You need to keep 1 by considering the minterms which are mentioned in the Boolean expression. So this sigma m is nothing but m1 or m3 or m6 or m7. That means the output f is 1 whenever the input combination is m1, M1 combination, for M3 combination, for M6 combination, for M7 combination. The output is 1. So for these corresponding cells 1, 3, 6, 7, you need to keep 1, 1, 3, 6, 7, right? The next step is, as I said, any two cells which are like side by side, those are adjacent to each other. So that means those are having only 1 unit distance, right? So now here these two are adjacent to each other. You can pair these two so that you can eliminate one variable from A, B, C from this product. How you can eliminate? Let me write down this particular one in ABC. Okay, so this cell is nothing but 0, 0, 1. So that means you need to write A bar, B bar, C plus next one is nothing but 3. 3 is nothing but 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1 is nothing but A bar, B, C. So now what you can take common? A bar, C you can take common, and B bar plus B will be remained, and B bar plus B is nothing but 1. So that you will get A bar C. The same logic you are doing here. How? Simply look at the pair, look at the grouping. This is 1 and this is 1. Look at the grouping. This particular group, or for this particular group, A is A bar. I mean this particular combination, this particular row is representing only A bar. So that means you need to write down that A bar as it is. And this particular group, okay, this particular group is covering these two columns, and in these two columns, first column is 0, 1 and second column is represented by 1, 1. So that means 0, 1, 1, 1. This 1 is as it is, no change, and this 0 is changed to 1. So that means if it is a complement form, you are adding a normal form, so that these two will be eliminated. So just now we have seen B bar plus B is eliminated. Here also you are doing same thing. In the K map, whatever the variable is changing or differing from adjacent cell to the other adjacent cell, I mean one cell to the other cell, then you can eliminate that particular variable. This 0 and this 1 is related to B, right? B position. So that means you can eliminate B. You need not write B here. And the third variable, I mean the next third position is maintaining 1. So that means C is maintained as 1. So normal form, that is A bar C. Similarly, if you look at these two are adjacent to each other. You can group these two. When you group these two, for this group, this particular row is indicated as A. There is no change in A, so it is fixed to A. So that means you can write A as it is. Next, this particular group is covering these two columns. One is 1, 1 and other is 1, 0. From these two, the first B variable is maintaining same value 1. So that means you need to write B. And C is maintaining like 1, and in the next cell it is maintaining 0. So that means C variable is differing. I mean C equal to 1 and C equal to 0. So that means again you have C plus C bar kind of thing, so that you can eliminate. You need not write that C term here. Whatever the variable changing its value in the group, that variable you can eliminate in the respective product term. So the final answer is the summation of these two terms, A bar C plus AB. F is equal to A bar C plus AB. So this is the final minimization of given Boolean expression. Here sometimes some students may have one doubt. Sir, can we do this particular grouping? That means cell number 3 and cell number 7. Yeah, of course you can do that particular grouping, but what is the need of that grouping? Because already these 1 and 3 are already grouped and we got A bar C, and next 7, 6 are also grouped and you got a term as AB. Then what is the necessity of grouping 3, 7? Because 3 is already covered and 7 is already covered. This particular grouping, if you are doing, that is not needed. that is like redundant. You can call it as a redundant group or redundant pair. Redundant pair. So it is not not required pair, right? You can eliminate this particular pair.